Muppet Kids in Frogs Only by Louise Gikow. Illustrated by Tom Cooke. Fozzie! Fozzie! Kermit raced down the block and hopped up Fozzie's stairs 2 at a time. "Hey, Fozzie! You home?" he shouted, ringing the doorbell. "What's up?" said Fozzie, opening the front door. "I just got into the Frog Scouts," Kermit said happily. "Now I can go to meetings every Saturday in the clubhouse." "But you always play with me on Saturdays," said Fozzie. "And I can sit at the Frog Scout table in the lunchroom," Kermit barreled on. "But you always sit with me in the lunchroom," Fozzie said. "And play on the Frog Scout softball team." "But you always play softball with me," Fozzie said. Kermit stopped short. "Gee, Fozzie," he said, "I'll still play with you, but getting into the Frog Scouts is a real honor." "Oh," said Fozzie. "Well, congratulations. I'm really happy for you." But the truth was, Fozzie wasn't really happy for anyone, especially himself. Fozzie felt lower than a blade of grass. He was sitting on the front stoop of his house when Gonzo rode by. "Hey, Fozzie," said Gonzo. "Want to come see my mold collection? I've got a great new icky green one." "Not today," said Fozzie. "Okay," Gonzo replied. "See you around." Fozzie just sat there. "I'll never see Kermit again," he thought. "Kermit will have lots of new friends, and he'll forget all about me." Later that afternoon, Fozzie walked past the Frog Scout clubhouse. On it was a sign, "Frog Scouts, members only. Everybody else, keep out." Fozzie felt sad. He felt hurt. He felt lonesome. But then he had an idea. He walked up the stairs and knocked on the door. The door was opened by Felix the Frog. He looked narrowly at Fozzie. "Yes?" he said. "I would have joined the Frog Scouts," Fozzie said in a rush. Felix looked Fozzie up and down. Then he shook his head. "You can't join the Frog Scouts," he said. "Why not?" asked Fozzie. "You're a bear," said Felix. "Bears can do anything that frogs can do," insisted Fozzie. "We'll see," Felix said, looking doubtful. "Meet me in front of the pond in the park tomorrow at 9 o'clock sharp." The next day, all the Frog Scouts got to the pond bright and early. They were there to watch Fozzie's big tryout. Kermit was there, too. "You can do it, Fozzie!" Kermit cheered him on. "Okay," said Felix. "First, we need to see you do the frog kick." Fozzie held his breath and dived into the pond. He slowly sank to the bottom. In a few minutes, Kermit jumped in and dragged Fozzie out. "Sorry," said Fozzie. "I'm still learning the bear float." "Maybe we should go on," Felix said. "The next thing you have to do is pass the hopping test." "That I can do," said Fozzie. But Fozzie had to hop 5 feet from a standing start. He could only make it 2. "The last thing you have to do," said Felix, "is to ribbit." "Ribbit?" said Fozzie. "Not good enough," said Felix. "I'm afraid you can't join the Frog Scouts, Fozzie." All the Frog Scouts went back to their clubhouse. Except for Kermit, that is. "I think you did great," Kermit said. "Not great enough," sighed Fozzie. "See you around, Kermit." Kermit watched as Fozzie sadly walked away. It isn't fair, Kermit thought. Fozzie tried as hard as he could. And then Kermit had an idea. Early the next morning, Kermit was at Fozzie's window. "Wake up, Fozzie," he called. "I've got something for you to do." "What?" Fozzie said, poking his head out. "I don't really feel like doing anything." Just seeing Kermit made Fozzie feel bluer than the sky. "Just get dressed and come on," Kermit said. "You'll see." Fozzie followed Kermit to a section of woods behind the baseball field. Everybody was there. Piggy and Gonzo and Scooter and Skeeter and Janice and Bunsen and Beaker and Animal. They were all hammering and sawing and whistling and singing. "What's that?" Fozzie asked. "You'll see," said Kermit again. "Here," and he handed Fozzie a piece of wood and some nails. "This goes right up there." Fozzie hammered and hammered until he had used up all his nails. Then he stepped back. When he did, he saw that what he had been hammering was a sign. And this is what the sign said: "The Frog, Bear, Pig, and whatever Scouts, members, and everyone else, welcome." Fozzie smiled happily. Then he looked at Kermit. "What about the Frog Scouts?" he asked. Kermit shook his head. "I wouldn't want to be in a club that wouldn't let my best friend join," he said. "But the Frog Scouts can join our club if they want to." Fozzie thought for a moment. "Okay," he finally said. "They can join too. We'll have a club that anyone can join. That way, nobody will feel left out." "So, what are we waiting for?" asked Kermit. "The first meeting of the Frog, Bear, Pig, and whatever Scouts is now in session."